What are you doing?
Huh? Just sitting here listening.
What are you doing, man? Alright.
I'm just reliving the vibe of California.
Of course you are. Alright, I'm gonna tune into my stream from my phone. What are you doing?
Huh? Just sitting here listening.
What are you doing, man? Okay, I don't
What am
think camera's gonna work. Your camera's just. Alright, I ain't doing camera. Just do audio.
I? All right.
Because it's just bugging out. So.
I'm just reliving the vibe of California.
Okay. Of course you are. I'm just gonna mute. Alright, I'm gonna tune into my stream. Alright, I'm gonna mute that. Okay. So, our first topic TMK. So, what we're trying to do with TMK, or at least what we have done, is, making it a family. Just instead of like a
Basically,
team.
teams tend to be a little bit dysfunctional, and um, you know, people don't get along a lot of the time. We try to find people get along with each other and treat each other decent. So that's just,
And
you
plus,
know,
yeah. I think it was like more of a better restart than, was it, Azura, and the Chrome thing was my doing, but
it's the best restart we've had.
yeah, it is.
It lasted, well, ASAP lasted a long time, but like people were just in and out of there every few weeks.
Yeah, it was hectic, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Whenever I was gone, dude, I know that a lot of rough stuff happened in AZAF. You even explained it to me, like,
it was stressful, man. Like it drove me to the point where like everybody's seen my fucking cringy tweets. It's like I was just giving up at that point. Like some people just ruined certain things for. I was just keeping the team up with everything I had because like I don't have a PC.
yeah.
All I have is a phone. So actually, at the time, all I had was an iPad. That's sad.
Wasn't it crappy too?
Yeah, the screen was broken. Um, uh, there's a lot of people ruined a lot of things that I wasn't capable of fixing because I did not have the right. I didn't have a PC. I didn't have any video making tools whatsoever besides a phone. And like when I make videos, I want to make good quality. I don't want it to be like my past videos because my past videos were never successful.
No, clearly not. Like,
I didn't
YouTube
have.
legit took all of those down.
I didn't even get a reason why. Like they're just like your videos are so crap. We're just gonna take it off the internet.
It's just only the one video where it's your Battlefield opening. I mean, that's what inspired me to do that, my vlog
That
camera.
yeah, the Glog camera unboxing.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I got the vlog camera. I think I got it a little bit before Christmas, and then I think I opened it on Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. If I can check back
I think it was
when.
a little bit after Christmas or something because I got Battlefield 1 and I opened it. Maybe it was on Christmas. I don't know.
No, it was before Christmas. It was on December 10th that I did it.
Oh,
But anyways, back to TMK. But yeah, whenever I was gone, or like whenever I was on my break, Trenton really struggled, especially with Wisdom too. Both of them struggled to keep Azaf going. So by the time I got back, Azaf was completely dead, and I just had a thought of restarting it, refreshing it into something um, positive, and still that went to crap. So I came up with
Yeah,
a
I handed it over. I just handed it over to Wisdom because he had been gone out of there for so long because of a certain person I'm not going to mention.
yeah,
Um, Luckily he was out of there long enough to where he was like, okay, yeah, I'll take over for now. He's like, I understand why. Um, he took over, and even then, it was just like it was really hard to get back up and going. But that's what we've learned over time with teams. There's a lot of complicated and confusing times with like running a team, family now. But
yeah,
it's but it builds your knowledge and really teaches you how to run a team. Like, how do you think people that own these big teams gone where they are? They've probably gone through like so many, just trying with like, not very many subs, not very many whatever, and then they finally figured out the right things to do, and that's what we're working on. We're just
yeah,
working on it every day, working to get better and bigger and better.
yeah. So the reason why we did TMK, like I said, was because we wanted just to build a family for the internet. We want like the family to, uh, grow, and maybe down the line we can end up, spurting out to or branching out to like like a team. So we'll have TMK, but then my um, my suggestion of like a for the team name is Maniac Gaming or something along those lines. And I feel like if we actually opened up to more people, because I've gotten DMs from people who aren't in the TMK family asking to like join the chat, and they know who they are. Um, and they were just asking me to come chat chill and whatever. I was like, and I said, um, with no bullcrap intended, I said, it's mainly for the family. Um, and I don't want like any chat chillers because if you're not a part of the family, I don't really want you in the chat.
You
But
can't be chill. You can't be in the chat.
yeah. um
Like, you just gotta be chill. You can't be like cocky or asinine. That's just not how we work around here. We're nice to each other. We treat each other equally.
yeah. So but like I was saying, with TMK we can end up later down the line end up branching out into a team to where maybe it can end up becoming like like an esports team, an esports like an entertainment team, because then we have all these um, events and stuff that we can get done and planned. But as of right now with TMK, we just want it to be a family. Um, so this is like the first thing that we wanted to talk about in this podcast, was TMK, because there's probably some people who have mixed mixed reactions about it of what it is. And I
Yeah.
just I just wanted to get it out there that it's just a family, an internet family that cares for one another, and um you know and we have a great time with. um Later this month, I'm going to be editing a video. Hopefully every TMK member can do a voice recording of theirs, of like what what they think TMK is all about and what they plan on doing, you know, or what they plan with TMK. Um, where they say, "Hey, what's up, guys?" I mean, I don't mind if they use, their online name, or if they want to, use their actual name, or they can use both. It doesn't matter. But in the beginning of the video, like, "Hey, it's Future here," and and I'm a TMK member, and so forth.
Yeah. No, I'd like members of the family to explain their journey, what brought them here today, which that brings a lot of consideration to our people, and it helps us understand them a lot more.
Yeah. So with Trenton, or Unseen here, he doesn't know a lot of the people who I added to TMK. The reason why I added those people to TMK was because they talk like they could, they would fit right in. So far, it's been going good, going great. Um, so I mean, I really want Unseen here to try to get a little bit, talk with them a little bit more. That's kind of a
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
why.
I know. I struggle getting into the chat too often, but I like. I'm just waiting until I can get myself a setup and I can start recording videos again and like actually making them good. See, once I do that, I'll be communicating with everyone a lot more. One of these days I'm gonna start pushing content out again for the family, and
Yeah.
start up my own YouTube channel again, whatnot. Because I do miss that. I miss that whole scene, but um, it's as of right now, podcasts are really all all I can do because, and and it's more thanks to you because you actually have the right stuff to record this.
Finally.
So because of you, I'm able to do this. But otherwise, I'm just one of these days I'll get myself set up, PC and all that, what all that stuff is.
I mean, we will
But as
still
of
be
now,
doing.
I'm just kind of drifting my own path.
Yeah, whenever he does get us set up, we will be doing more podcasts, but probably, like, I don't know how you would say it, like a better way of doing it, because right now, uh, it's just
we'll,
it's
we'll
just
be chilling and playing games and talking about stuff that we need to.
yeah. I mean, we'll try not to bring like a lot of weird stuff of what we usually say when both of us talk together. And also, how I mentioned earlier to you, who I said who would be watching first, and looking at my chat, I see Alex.
Hi, Alex. We were just talking about you, buddy. Uh,
but but anyways, we just wanted to get what TMK was and how we're trying to build it into like a community family. Um, but right now it's just a private family. But whenever we do end up going down the road of opening up a team, we will make it a global team. So not anyone can join. Yeah, anyone can join, but there will be, um, you know,
we need to
uh,
do like an like I don't know how to do this, but like you need to do like a full like interview with the person. Someone needs to like interview and do like a background check or something.
Oh, I think like FaZe and all those big teams did that a while ago. I think they did like interviews with them, especially like face to face, or since they're far away, they'll do it over Skype, which is what we're talking on right now because we
Yeah.
decided to bring Skype back, for old time's sake. Um, so if you guys are enjoying it so far, we'll keep doing Skype just because, old time's sake, and it's Skype.
Skype's actually pretty good quality audio though.
Yeah. I mean, also, it's because the reason why we wouldn't be using Discord is because Discord always takes a
It does
dump on you.
not. It does not work for me.
It always takes a dump on you.
Yeah.
Do you think? I think that's all we have to discuss for TMK as of right now. In our next podcast, we'll end up discussing um, more things.
Yeah.
So,
What's next on the list?
it is about our series that we have actually been thinking about since 2019. We have been thinking about these series for the past 2 years, and we are actually finally able to share to everyone what our series would be.
We
Um,
have enough material for this storyline to lay out and make sense.
yeah, in our heads, we're just going with the flow, and it just ended up becoming funny to us in our minds that we actually we will do this. I'm not gonna promise it because I know promises will not be guaranteed. Um,
Yeah,
so
it may or may not happen, but like, we're gonna try to make it happen.
so the first it would be like the first chapter of it. It's called the Destruction of Gotham City. I don't know why I said series. The Destruction of Gotham City. So within the first season, it's basically the birth of Batman, and our joke intended was where he always said his famous line, or one of his famous lines, where are the other drugs going? And people would just end up like, I don't was it like, it's basically like a genocide where every
Okay, so
person.
this is basically okay. If you look at South Park and like Brickleberry and all those animated cartoons that are really effed up and funny, this is all right. This is Batman. This is like based off of Batman: The Dark Knight series, but in a cartoon version, and hopefully one of these days it'll be on MTV. Like really,
Dude,
MTV or like Comedy Central.
yeah. So within that, it's basically gonna go from Joker, then Rachel, Batman's lover, or
The main characters are going to be Batman, Joker, Rachel, Bane,
and Harvey Dent.
Harvey. Yeah, all the
And it's gonna be 5 seasons. So first season is Batman, second season is Joker. So it's basically all about that one character. And
there's going to be little surprises in every season, but
then yeah.
new characters come into play and whatnot.
Whatnot. And then we had this this would be like a prequel where it's called the Rebirth of Gotham Virus, because of the coronavirus. We decided to come up with this idea, and it's basically, well, what was it again? Where
Isn't there where Batman just goes around like coughing on people or some
Yeah,
shit?
it's where Batman just goes around, starts coughing on people, starts
So
sneezing on them and
there
stuff.
was a theory on coronavirus first started that it started some dude ate a bat in China. So basically, it like starts out like Batman's like in his cave like eating bats.
He's eating his own kind.
And he gets the coronavirus, and whenever he like goes in, he's like really rude and coughs all over people and infects like the whole Gotham City.
Yeah.
Like Batman isn't the hero Gotham deserves.
Yeah, well, we're trying to implement a lot of, original material.
I mean, it's not gonna be like any, it's if you can imagine South Park is on Comedy Central, it's gonna be more like that. For the YouTube sake, I don't want to like throw too much vulgar language in, but there's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah. And then we had
um,
this, what was it? The other series, it's called Joker Does 9/11. So basically, it's where Joker does 9/11, where Joker's just on these planes and stuff, But it's for jokes, okay? Just don't take it seriously. We just think about these things as as time flies by. So we just think about these.
okay, a lot of people might want to criticize us for that because 9/11 is a serious thing, serious issue.
Yeah.
It was a serious issue, and a lot of people died. But if you look at South Park, they make fun of retarded people in literally every episode, and there's no scuff about that. So just take that into consideration.
And then I don't. And then this is a different type of series where it's basically like Joe Biden and President Trump. And it's basically called the presidential election between Joker and Batman. But I will not spoil the plot twist because it's a plot twist. It's gonna be in the series, but I'm not gonna spoil it now.
We spoiled a little bit, but we're not gonna go that far because that's like one of the better ideas we had for the whole thing.
Yeah.
we like just sit here sometimes at like 3 in the morning and just just say whatever comes to mind, and then we just write this down, and it ends up being really funny.
Yeah, we just go along with it, and I really don't mind it because it could end up being funny. So to like a lot more people, especially whenever they end up watching it, I'm pretty sure they'll end up laughing at it, enjoying it, and
Yeah.
that's what we want to give to people because since coronavirus is out, a lot of people have been depressed, sad, you know that sort of stuff. So if we can end up getting those these types of series out, we could end up making especially with the coronavirus one, we can end up making it into more of a joke than what it was being serious because I mean a lot of people take it as a joke, especially in some parts of the world, and they don't care.
Yeah. What was it like? There's like some place, like some part of the world, like they just don't have coronavirus because it's like such a far out place or something.
It's because of how their government is run. It's because of how their
Yeah, I
government.
mean our government's effed up, so that's probably why they're keeping us on lockdown constantly. Like,
uh,
how long have they been saying, "Oh, just a 2 week lockdown"? They said that all year long, and now they're going to continue this until next year. It's like, really?
yeah. I mean,
Like,
I
like
mean it.
California. Every time I go out there, they lock down again.
Yeah, I mean it spreads. You can't help it because it's in the air. You can't help something that's in the air. Like you can't see air.
Yeah, but you know the weird thing is, I'm like dead ass. I had it. My sister had it. My girlfriend had it. Uh, we all had it, but like her parents didn't get it. My mom had it actually, but my dad didn't get it. My grandma didn't get it. It was weird. My uncle even had it for a little bit. He had it for like 2 weeks. And
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Well, what was
I
it?
had all
Whenever I came
the.
back, you ended up telling me that you had it or something.
No, I got it right after you left, actually. And does I got it in January,
I
right
know.
around
And
this.
then whenever I came back, you told me about it.
Yeah, yeah. That's when they say it like first came in the U.S. was around December, January. So, and then right after that was when all the lockdowns and everything happened. So.
Yeah, that was a tough time, especially for me, because I couldn't do all the things that we were promised that we were gonna do. Because
Yeah.
towards the end, or at least like 4 days before the end of the school, we could have ridden in a Blackhawk, a military
Yeah.
helicopter. And I was excited for that part because, I actually never have ridden in a helicopter, especially military. I mean, I've flown in a plane, but, I'm pretty sure military, uh, you know, vehicles are a lot better. Um, I got real close to my mic for that one. But, a lot of people wanted to do, I'm pretty sure a lot of people wanted to do a lot of fun things this year and couldn't. So,
You know what's funny though? This year has been the best year of my life, and it's still been a stressful year. But every year is stressful, obviously. But
yeah.
you know, I I've been I've been more places. I've seen more things, and I've met more people than I ever have in my life. Like I met you. I
Yes,
met
after 7 years.
Yeah, like it's been a damn good year. I've been to California 3 times. Just got back today. Um, fuck, it's been a good year.
We
Right at the
completely
start
went
of the
off
year, though,
topic again.
right after I got coronavirus, like a month after that, I had like a really hard few months, and then I was getting better, and then you came back, and then ever since you got back, like life just was fucking great.
I'm the person that makes your life whole.
Yes.
Anyways, we completely went off topic. I knew it would happen.
Without you, I'm only 2% milk.
What?
Oh
Jesus.
my god, that was gay, and didn't really make any sense.
No, it did not. Okay. Anyways, let's get back on script here. So, what's next on the list is our videos. So, my my mom, my sister, and I are planning to go out to Colorado this year again during sometime in May. So, and also I'll be there longer this time. So, Trenton and I have a few ideas of the videos that we're gonna do. and
We're
especially
gonna do a lot this time because last time he was only how many days were you like, last time? Like 4 days,
7. No,
7.
it wasn't 7. It was like 5.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was 5. It's 5 days. It was a short time.
Yeah, it was.
But, you know, actually, it was a fun 5 days though.
Yeah, it was. We had sushi 2 times.
The best sushi. I want it right now, actually.
um, you know, also one of my accomplishments was climbing that 13,000-foot mountain, which I'm glad
This
I
time,
did.
this time we're gonna do a 14. Well, actually, if you guys are coming out in May, it's there's gonna be a lot of snow up there still.
I don't care. It's all
I
about
mean,
the destination.
we'll see. I mean, it's a little risky in some places with snow because like that shit can give out in the springtime, but um, we'll definitely go camping though a lot.
Yeah. The first time that you and I met face to face, we both hugged, and that was a very good, memorable moment.
I like. I didn't think it was you for a minute. Like I seen you walking, and I know you saw me, but like I was like, oh no, that's not him. Then you're like, hey,
Hey, it's hey.
oh, shit.
Yeah, and then also my luggage got lost in the other airport.
I arrived at 3 in the morning, and my crackhead uncle just like happens to be up at 3 in the morning to grab it.
Luckily, he was up though.
Yeah, otherwise somebody probably would have stolen it.
But anyways, yeah, we're just we're gonna be doing a lot more videos, and especially ones where I'm not looking towards my feet or looking at each other's butts the entire time.
Yeah, literally, dude, that video. I watched it again the other day, and it was literally just my ass in the ground.
I can't help it, man.
You can't help but stare at my ass.
It's not that, dude. It's just the thin air, dude, and you know, trying to catch your breath, and then I'm just holding the camera down or not even pointing at the correct,
Yeah.
not even pointing towards where I should be pointing.
Were you recording when you came across that moose?
No, we took pictures. Yeah, I don't think I was recording. Actually, I think I was, and then we
Dude,
stopped.
that clip I have on my Instagram, and I was like halfway down. You're like, what do you mean halfway down?
We're not even halfway down.
No, I know. I meant the summit, like the fucking tree line.
But
Yeah, you know,
anyways, we'll use a
yeah.
GoPro this time instead of my phone.
I have a GoPro. It's just old.
I'll try to get like a something like a GoPro, but you know records like it along with a chest mount and a head mount. So then you know.
Yeah, we should get a drone one of these days and get like drone shots for editing.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
There's still only one person watching the live stream, and I guarantee you it's Alex. If it's not, and if it's Scripto, I'm sorry, but what's gonna come up next might
May upset
either
you.
upset you, anger you, and whatnot with your anger issues.
Or you might be totally fine with it, but
He could. But anyways, that's the end of our video talk. But we just wanted to bring that up because you know Why
Yeah,
not?
most of our shows in the next year are just gonna be like we're actually together in person.
Alright, so what's next on this list is I mean, I put it under house arrangements, but it's basically where Unseen and I are actually gonna move in together, and it's just him and I. Yeah, him and I, and we'll try to make the best of our lives together. With
You know, out here in Colorado,
yes, out there in
the
Colorado.
easiest way to live is when you room up with somebody you know, and it makes life a lot easier out here. Just from everybody I talk to and everybody that's experienced it, I've been living out here 10 years now.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, 10 years.
And also, if we forgot to mention, on January 1st, this year, it was our 8-year anniversary.
Yes, we're married.
We are married spiritually. But it's been 8 years since we've known each other, especially through the internet. But last year was the best because we actually got to meet each other face to face.
Yeah. Whole different ball game. Like, first time we actually met was on Black Ops 2 on Nuketown.
And I ran.
And you're both little squeaky little kids, and you were just being toxic. You had this terrible class. It was a DSR with FMJ
and a shotgun,
laser sight, and then a Remington. Like if you missed a quick scope, you just like spray them down with Remington.
Yes, I know I wasn't the best.
Yeah. You were making me rage, and then I was like about to trash talk, and then you're just like, "Hey, we should do trick shots together."
No, what I sent was, "Hey, would you like to be brothers?" Because I ended up bringing up God into it.
No. Remember what happened? It was like, "Hey, we should trick shot together," and then we went trick shotting on Raid for like 30 minutes, and then like 20 minutes into that, you're just like, "Hey, we should be bros."
I messaged you that. I said, "Hey, you want to be brothers because God made us brothers and sisters, so why not?" And then ever since then, we've been brothers mentally, physically, spiritually.
I was just like, sure, why not? It was weird. The two most important people in my life right now, I met online and ended up meeting them in person. It's crazy because it was like same scenario with my girlfriend. Met her online. Like,
I was there to help.
It was like I became her boyfriend like a day or two.
Within a day.
No, I think it was the second day. And we've been together for a whole year already.
I was the backup man. I was the one helping him with all the texts he should send her and everything.
Okay, so house arrangements, and then weren't we just going to talk about random stuff now?
Yeah, we were just gonna. That was it. That was all we had.
Yeah, we went faster than I thought. Let's see, how many minutes in are we? We are 42 minutes and 48 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, we were gonna talk about our podcast schedule, but you said that was like after or during. But
we could do it now or after, but we could do it. Shit, we could do it twice a week if we wanted.
Twice.
Or more. I'm down for whenever. I can do it any night.
I mean, of course, both of us are available like every day.
If we have to, we can work around it. Like for certain days we're going out or whatever. But
yeah. I mean, I think we should keep with Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
And then, good. I mean, we can't do Friday nights because then I'll be at my house. But like between Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, sorry, but now, like every weekend, I'm gonna be going to my house and spending the night.
All right.
So, yeah, Tuesday nights and Thursday nights.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm gonna write it here on my calendar. On my jibbity jabbiter calendar.
Jippity Jappeter calendar, what? Dude, did I tell you about me earlier today in the Palm Springs airport?
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't tell you what happened to me earlier today in the Palm Springs airport, did I?
That you were in the what?
So I was in the Palm Springs airport today, and
Mm-hmm.
I was taking a dump in the bathroom, right? No, just okay. Hear me out. I'm just sitting there. Some dude, like 40 or 50 years old, kicks my stall open. Kicks it. Like he physically kicked it as hard as he could. It flies open and he just stares at me and doesn't even move. And I get up and I push him into the wall and was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" And I ran out of there. I was like, "I'm fucking getting security." And I think he heard me say that. And I did. And the guy was just missing in action. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, this is what would happen if there was like a 10-year-old boy in there though. Like, what would he would have done to that?
I don't know, man.
He's probably a child predator. Like, he was probably a little shocked when I got up being 6'6". Like, no kid.
So such a random thing to bring up, but um, so like what, like the same time that we did now, right? What is it
Yeah,
at
I'm done.
9:40?
We can plan on that, but shit happens. So maybe just wait and tweet it out.
Yeah, I know stuff happens, but I'm saying like the time, because we started at 9:40, didn't we not?
I need to get a laptop soon. So once I get that, I can have I can just have Skype open 24/7, and then I can just if I'm around and I'm busy in the house, I can just get the Skype call going, and you can get the podcast going and discuss things by yourself what you need to. And then when I'm ready, I can just come in and whatever.
Yeah.
And we can also get other um, family members in the podcast
I
if
don't
we ever
mind though.
need.
I mean, we gotta make sure that they don't, like, you know who they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
that they don't bring up, weird things like you
Hmm.
just did.
Well, I mean, it was just it wasn't it wasn't me. It was just some weird predator dude that kicked my stall open in the bathroom, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, I'd be freaked out, like wondering why the hell someone just, you know, broke into
Probably a
my.
predator. I mean, I wasn't that startled by it. I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" It's like there was a few other guys in there too, and he just kicks my. I don't know if he was drunk or drugged up or something, but he just straight up kicked my stall open, just stared at me, and didn't even move after that.
I guarantee he's probably drugged up. Because if he's just staring at you, if he was drunk, he would at least try to almost fall over. But just staring at you, he probably on crack.
Yeah, Amanda's just I hope you don't get sexually assaulted by someone in the Denver airport.
If you did, I mean, that'd be kind of funny and Also.
Yeah. Just come back to the podcast and be like, "Hey guys, I got sexually assaulted today." Not cool.
For the people who, I mean, if it's Alex still in the podcast stream, I mean, you're free to go, man. But if you want to listen and hear us talk about random stuff now, go ahead. You can be weird too, just listening to our conversation.
I mean, why not? It just gets more and more interesting and weird as we go. I should talk about all the weird demonic shit that happened to me.
Oh, you can. Yes, I told you should have, but you never.
I don't know. I just don't like to talk about it to random ass people. I'm just gonna put this in the podcast because it's interesting. So those of you who don't know, I fly out to California, see my girlfriend, visit her every few months. But her grandma has like serious dementia, and she's really creepy. She's like 97. She looks really creepy at this point. And so I started researching on these demonology websites how spirits can take over someone's body when the dementia kicks in because the soul is so far gone that the spirit can just enter the physical object and use it however it pleases. So this is on Christmas Day this happened to me. We went to my girlfriend's sister's house. You know, we were chilling. The vibes were a little off, not gonna lie. We just got done uh eating and whatnot. So then we get in the car about 30 minutes down the road. Her grandma's like, usually when the dementia's not kicking in, she's like, sweet old lady, kind of cool to talk to. Um, all of a sudden, her voice just completely changes and goes to like this deep and dark, creepy, demonic tone. And she says his days are numbered. And whatever I really think this was a demon threatening me through her because whatever that was directed toward me and something went over me. It felt demonic. I don't know how to explain it. There's no other words for it. It felt like
A
a demon.
huge, massive energy.
Yeah, like this bad energy was trying to get inside me, and I started shaking uncontrollably. I was hyperventilating. To the point where I thought I was gonna choke and die. That's what like went to my mind. Like something was telling me like you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. And uh her parents were just like, what? They're like, oh shit, and they started praying, and once once Jesus' name was thrown out there, it all like lifted, and my lungs literally inflated with air. It felt like so like I still felt the heavy energy, and then I made them stop at a gas station. I like ran out of the car. I was still shaking, and her grandma is just like looking at me. And then I get back in the car. She's like, "You okay, honey?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so in their house too, there's some weird shit going on because me and my girlfriend we were just sitting there home alone one night, and you just feel that like demonic, scary presence. Like there was a heavy energy in the house, and my hair would stand up in random spots in the house. And one night, that's the night. That night, I jerked awake at 2 in the morning because I was having a nightmare. I never have nightmares. Like I haven't had one so long before that, and some guy I don't know. It's just some guy's voice was telling me to get the fuck out of the house, and I was running out of the house in the dream. And once I got out of the house, I like jerked awake. I was like, well, that was weird, and it was like giving me really bad anxiety. So I got up and had a few drinks, and then uh, I started playing guitar. Then it felt like somebody literally physically walked up behind me and touched me. Like it felt like somebody was touching me and had their head in my right shoulder. And I looked back and there was no one there. It just felt like somebody walked away once I turned around. And then so my girlfriend Amanda, she was sitting in the same spot when she woke up at like 9 or something in the morning. She started playing guitar, and the same thing happened to her. And I explained it to her because I didn't tell her till later on in the day, but she's like, when I did tell her, she got super creeped out and she got goosebumps all over, and she's like, the same thing happened to me. And I like represent like I tried to make a representation of what happened, and I specifically put my head in her right shoulder, and she's like, that's exactly what happened to me. So then another thing that happened, I didn't tell you about this yet. Just the other night, uh, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I was like dozing off, and her mom was just sitting in her bedroom with the door shut and no TV on or anything. And she said it sounded like I was out in the living room clapping is like really loud, like as loud as I possibly could. And she went out there and it stopped. And of course, she went and asked the grandma, like, "Are you clapping? Like, were you just clapping?" And it was that same demonic tone. She said, "No, why the fuck would I do that?" And she never cusses. And she's just like, "What the hell?" So she went and sat in a room. It, it was a really, really odd experience.
Yeah, you had a lot. You had some weird things there, and I believe I did tell you that um, when you told me that first story where the grandma turned around and looked at you in the car, and after you told me that, I actually kind of had trouble going to bed. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
she didn't even look at me though. She didn't look at me. She was just staring at the fucking back of the car seat, and she just said, "His days are numbered." Like it wasn't like that though. It was like super, super demonic. It was fucked up.
I know, but after you told me that, I actually kind of had trouble going to bed because I was just thinking about it. I was like, what the hell?
I know it's fucking. Every time I talk about it, like, dude, there's literally chills running through my body right now. It's fucking creepy. Like, the whole time I would just refuse to even go near her. It's just fucking weird as shit to be around her now because she just gives me this bad vibe. And yeah, the weird thing is she was like Christian all her life, and Amanda's mom said like in the past 2 years is when like, she really got dementia. She said she's like these past years she's just been like really violent and like not the same person at all. But they pray over her, dude, in Jesus' name, and she starts screaming like it's so fucked. Like
Yeah,
they will pray over her, and she just starts screaming and fighting. Like she will literally hit them. Like she hit uh her son, Amanda's dad, and he literally gave her a black eye, gave him a black eye one time. Like a little old lady who can barely hold up a water bottle. Just all of a sudden, when they start praying over, she gets this like super strength, fucking punched him and gave him a black eye, dude.
that is super weird.
Crazy. Like,
I mean, the reason why I wanted you to tell like people because I mean they probably wouldn't, you know, believe you. I
I
mean,
don't,
I
I
do,
don't
but
give a shit if anyone wants to believe it or not. I'm just sharing my experience for you to hear it. If you want to believe it or not, I do not care.
I mean, I don't believe that you're pulling it out of your butt because there's no way someone would just end up coming up, with that type of,
I mean,
story.
either why the fuck would I just make that shit up? Like, it's,
Not like, I mean, I didn't say you made it up. I know I'm believing you.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but it's a weird factor, especially when the grandmother said your days are numbered. I mean, that's what kind of gave me chills most because,
You know,
both
that
and
day
I, you and I
was
were
Christmas Day.
both.
I was supposed to go home after Christmas Day, and she said that the day before I was supposed to leave, and like the vibe was off. Like I didn't feel like I was supposed to go home. Amanda said she felt like it was like a really bad feeling when I was about to go home, and she said like she felt like the plane was gonna crash. I was gonna get into a car crash or something. I so
No, but then
some
you ended up getting sick.
then yeah, I got sick. And the weird thing is, uh, when the grandma said that shit to me, his days are numbered, and the fucking that whatever went through me. When I got out of the car, my whole body ached, and that was the same. Like ever since that happened to me, I was sick and I had body aches. It was weird, dude.
But you and I were both questioning that saying, though, whenever she said your days are numbered. You and I were both questioning that when you called me,
Yeah, like
about it.
the fuck would she say that? Like I whatever it was directed towards me. I know that.
So, I mean, she basically looked at the car seat, but not really you, but she looked at the car seat, but the seat where you were sitting behind.
Well, no, I was behind her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were sitting
Yeah,
behind her, and she was looking at the seat in front of you, but,
yeah,
she was sitting on it.
yeah.
I mean, she wasn't looking directly at you, but she specifically basically said it to you. And that's what I'm trying to say. And we were both.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that was the scariest feeling I've ever felt in my life. Like, like there's no other feeling like it, dude. It's the worst, scariest fucking feeling. Right?
And then you were also telling me how you were basically laughing and crying at the same time, but mostly
Yeah,
crying.
I was like laughing, like I all this something, and when it came, something came over me, and I just started like shaking, hyperventilating, laughing, and crying at the same time. And it was so fucking weird.
My
Like, and
mom,
I've never had like an anxiety attack like that or anything, and it wasn't an anxiety attack. Like I know a lot of people when they have like super anxiety attacks, they'll just start crying randomly.
yeah,
But like this was like a mix of weird emotions, and I was shaking, and I was gripping the seatbelt so hard it like
left the input.
you know when you put your socks on and like the material like stretches and rips a bunch.
Yeah.
I was pulling on it so hard and I couldn't control what I was doing that it literally fucking stressed the seatbelt out, dude.
Oh my god.
Like I how the fuck did I do that? No one can do that. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I wouldn't know how it happened either. I mean, I'm guessing you're kind of getting chills, kind of like I am, dude. Cause
Dude, it literally I have fucking goosebumps right now, dude.
and also, so going back to our video ideas, when Unseen and I are both together again this year, we're gonna try. I mean, it doesn't matter if any of you um believe in it or not, but him and I do believe in it, and him and I are gonna go or try to do Bigfoot hunting or Sasquatch hunting, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna not basically hunting, but we basically want to try to prove, get evidence of that there's, you know, different. life up there instead of humans. So we're gonna try to do a video about that.
You
We're
know,
gonna
I'll share
explore.
my testimonies about Bigfoot shit later on when we do videos about it. Because last year was a crazy year, also. Um, I'm not gonna mention it in this podcast now because there's. I don't feel like letting out my full crazy stories out.
Yeah, no.
But you know, there's a lot to talk about on the Bigfoot subject. There's a lot to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind making my channel about that, Bigfoot hunting. I mean, I also want to do, paranormal stuff.
Yeah, we need to go ghost hunting, even though it's the scariest feeling in the world when you're like being attacked by a spirit.
Yeah.
But I believe in Jesus.
Yeah, we'll be wearing a cross and
And really, all you need is just when you, whenever you say Jesus' name, everything goes away. That feeling when your parents prayed over me in Jesus' name, it all went away, and it was literally like my lungs inflated with air. It was so fucking weird.
yeah, that's why Jesus and God are most loving, especially when you need help, especially on that type of occasion. They'll help free the demons.
I don't know what would have happened to me if they weren't there because like I couldn't think right. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't think right. And her mom has like tries to blame it on weed, but like we smoked like 4 hours beforehand, and I was not high whatsoever. And you know how much I smoke, dude. Like, it's not. I, I've never had a bad experience like that while high. I've never had a bad high before.
The thing is, I can't get high.
Because he can't, which is a good thing actually. But, I mean, I know you'd like to, but
I got like a special type of immune system.
pregnitochrome or something. I forget the correct name of the chemical in your body, but some people just have too like a lot of it.
Yeah. I know you and I will end up looking back on this podcast after this.
What else? What else could we talk about? Let's see. No, I want. We should do when we talk about Bigfoot, we should literally just like get up super early one morning and go like start hiking really early and get up like way high up there
Yeah.
and record a video on top of a mountain sharing my testimonies and whatnot.
No, we should go to the same mountain that we did and go to that quiet place that we were legit
Yeah, that
standing.
place was super eerie, dude.
You
Like
could legit
you
hear
felt
a
that
branch
you
snap.
that weird you feel that weird off feeling when it just
Yeah,
gets super quiet
I
and
did.
dark in the forest. Like, and that's that same spot where we got that weird ass thing on film.
Are you sure? I think it was closer to when we were kind of starting our hike.
Oh no, no, it was the fucking it was right before the it was right after or before the rock pile where all the raspberries were, I think.
All those poisonous raspberries you ate.
Am I dead, bitch? No.
I mean, you got sick like 3 months later. Okay.
Yeah, I got sick 3 months later because the raspberries that I shit out 3 months ago.
But anyways, that's where we should do like our talking there, because it's quiet and you could hear it literally a branch snap. So I think that'd
Right,
be the
that's
best place.
this time though is like every time I've ever attracted something in the woods that I can't explain is just when I've been sitting there by myself, like quiet, just forever. Like one time I sat, like I hiked way out in the woods and I just sat there by myself for like fucking 3 hours in this one spot. I was just sitting there chilling, like looking at the trees and everything. And then like something came around our camp and something was watching me, dude.
I don't think you ever told me that story. You've told me a lot of stories about your Bigfoot, uh, uh, you know, experiences, but
Yeah.
I believe you'll just keep that for another podcast, or maybe until we meet each other again. And maybe then you'll end up recording on your own channel too.
Yeah. Maybe.
Is there anything else to talk about? I don't know. I think there's probably going to be more, though, to talk about.
Oh yeah. I mean there'll be ideas that pop into our heads here in a minute.
Since we planned on Tuesday and Thursdays, we should do another podcast this Thursday.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about more things. I mean, this time it can just be random things. I don't care. But I just wanted to get, like, some first main things out there so we wouldn't have to, or, like, if we ended up forgetting about talking about it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted, and also about TMK, I just wanted to get it out there that it's just a family, not a team.
Yeah. It's not. That's one thing I was gonna mention earlier with that. 'Cause in the past, I think we tried too hard to be like an esport team.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, like none of us were really like to the skill level to be in an esports team.
No, I mean, we never really fully understood like leading, because
Yeah.
I remember that was it like a week or so after you and I met that I spoke to you about joining the first team that we've ever been in, which was Fear, capital F, capital R. And I ended up becoming a leader, or like the main leader, when everyone else left. And then from there, then we just ended up, and then we ended up making a new team in 2015. And then that's how AZAP started. I mean, Unseen was the one who came up with the name, so it was unanimous that he was founder and I was co-founder. But because I was active more than him, he ended up making me the founder. And ever since then, he's just been co-founder ever since every other team.
Yeah. And that's it's a good position for me because otherwise none of these would probably be here. But I gave him initiative because he has the right shit.
And then, what was it like last year? You were starting to kind of get the hang of it, of how to lead, but I know you were still having some flaws.
Hmm. I mean, we all have a lot to learn still.
Yeah,
But
that's why I kind of wanted to take a break from owning like a gaming team. I mean, I'm an overall for a gaming team, but owning. And also, Wisdom and I just um made a design team, but I'm okay with that because it's designs. It's for people who want to grow their designs or do their own.
yeah, yeah,
And
that's
also,
cool.
yeah, and also we're to see like if we can make them find their own like creative style.
Yeah, and with that too, if like people from the TMK family ever need like uh designer or whatnot, you know, there'll always be people that we can get in contact with. And
Yeah. Towards the end of 2020 was when I actually started to get the groove of making some cool stuff, especially that G Fuel ad, the first one that I ever did.
that was dope because they even like were like, "That's fire."
G Fuel legit commented banger and then retweeted. And then I ended up getting support for that, which I'm very grateful for. Because I never got that support before, you know that.
Yeah,
And then on my
yeah,
second G Fuel.
that was a big step up for you right there.
Yeah, and also I'm starting to think about doing like, hold on. I mean, I don't know if you're able to go to. Wait, weren't you? Didn't you? Did you retweet and like my tweet while you were in the Skype call?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna share this thing on Instagram with you because it's on Instagram. But I'm thinking about doing something like this if I can get it. Alright. Here it is. I'm thinking about doing stuff like this. Like starting to
Yeah, that'd be dope.
just, have
Hogwarts.
some Hogwarts. Just, starting to make some different things instead of AVIs, headers, and advertisements, just create some art that people might enjoy. Just create it from scratch out of nothing from different background images and stuff, overlay. I mean, once you yourself start designing, you'll understand. I mean, there is frustrations within designing because you don't know.
I don't think I'm actually ever gonna get into designing.
It's fine if you don't, but I'm
Like,
just saying if you
I'm gonna
do.
yeah, I'm gonna try to learn how to edit my own videos, like, but I'm not gonna be like a designer.
Oh, hold on before you say anything else. Hello, Amanda.
Yeah, she went right for it.
She's in this stream.
I know. Uh, the designing thing, I it's just not my thing. I tried like some mobile editing.
I mean, you did some cool stuff. I'm not. I'm
I
not.
did do some cool stuff that that actually turned out pretty good, but I mean, it was just more because I was bored and didn't really have anything to do.
My favorite one that you did was the Homer Simpson.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know why it turned out so good. I think I still have it actually.
You just overlaid some stuff. I know. I know what you
Oh,
did.
I put like a lot of little details into it, just over like certain overlay, like the Homer Simpson and the Rick and Morty. I first took those, and then I first took those and added little details to them, and then I put them into like combined them all, and then did overlays and then effects and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's what designing is all about.
Yeah. And then this one actually, I did do this other one that I called Space Rocks. That one actually turned out pretty decent, but let's see, where is that Homer Simpson one? I want to find it.
I know it's on your Instagram.
I found a Bigfoot smoking a joint that Amanda drew. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god. I found our prank calling videos.
I don't have those anymore because they were on my older PC.
Where's John Connor?
Oh, that one? Okay, yeah, I know.
When we called the fucking adult stores and we're just like,
It wasn't an adult store. I called a bookstore.
oh, maybe you did. I called the adult store.
Yeah, you did. But we're not gonna talk about that right now.
Yeah, no.
That's information that stays between us.
Yeah, I found my uncle's picture of a Sasquatch that he got. Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, here it is.
I forgot I posted that.
Yeah, you made that pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, it turned out pretty good. Dear Jesus, I hope you can.
Wait, and with the editing, you did that one video. What was it? Yeah, that trippy whatever. Trippy video. Is that what you did, or did someone else do that for you?
Is that not disturbing?
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing. Good night. Oh yeah, that is like my favorite thing I've ever made.
I remember when you and I would do those Fortnite videos. Or actually, no, it was just you. And those are what got taken down from your.
Yeah, and those were actually good though. Like, I don't know why YouTube. They just took everything down and didn't even tell me why.
I mean, you edit them pretty good, especially from the Xbox app. See, that could be your talent with social media. Just your.
I like making little edits like that though. It's cool. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I think I'd be good at like editing videos. It's because like I like putting certain aesthetics in the videos, like, throwing in, just like coke and weed is just an aesthetic in itself.
Yeah.
Psychedelics and whatnot, and the like. Yeah. It's like one aesthetic edit I want to do is like I want to throw like some Eden music in, like something like that.
Yeah.
And then I want to throw like like Colorado trees and like a lake, but like a drone shot of that, like a 4K drone shot,
Yeah.
and like a low dim light, and then put like a couple, standing next to the lake, and just like a road trip and just like cool scenery and shit.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool, but like if I get like a laptop or PC, I could make those a lot better.
Yeah. Video editor that's free. I mean, if you end up getting a Windows, get Filmora. That's what I have.
Hmm.
Amanda says, I think I should be a part of this because I'm interesting.
You can't even start a conversation. I'm joking. I'm gonna be me and you, Amanda. I'm sorry.
We'll say
Amanda,
this,
you
she
need.
doesn't know how to start a good conversation.
I don't know. When she has something on her mind that's interesting, she can actually go on about it for a while. And she makes good points. But I just feel like with you in here, she's just gonna bully you and call you a faggot. So
I mean, I don't mind, but
I mean, that's just she likes to bully people. So
especially
and
people that you've known
not like
for.
in a serious way. She's just playing around, obviously, but she just likes to be mean to me, even in a playful way. She's.
The reason why is because she's jealous that I've known you longer. I've had more connections with you.
Hey Amanda, do you know we're married?
Just you missed our anniversary, January 1st.
I was like, I told her about that. I was like, it's our anniversary. We're married.
Just saying, for the people who have joined, you basically missed the main part of the podcast. We're now just screwing around, but once
This
the
is what is the night later and later we just get weirder.
but once the podcast is over, you guys can tune into the 42 within the first 42 minutes of the podcast. That's the important stuff we were talking about then. So just giving you guys a heads up. It's within 42 minutes of in the beginning of the podcast. So once the live stream is over, you guys are able to go back and listen to what we were talking about. Serious stuff.
Yeah, and we're always going to start off our podcast talking about serious stuff. And then once we don't have any more serious stuff to talk about, we're just going to talk about whatever. And usually it's pretty.
So far, it's been not bad at all.
It's not bad. We'll get better and better at.
I'm hoping to make this go on and on. I'm not talking about like right now, but I'm talking about, more podcasts. See how long we can keep it going.
Yeah, if we can. if we get all right, if we get like more and more viewers over the next few months, we need to do this for a few months. But like if we get up to like even 100 viewers, like 50 viewers would actually be cool, you know?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good, or that'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, that'd be great. Like even 25 is good. Like,
Yeah, 25. It's
I,
it's
I
a good
I
number.
went a little high at the start there. I wasn't thinking, but 25 would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm okay with 25 viewers because they're listening to what we have to say.
Yeah.
There could be times where we bring in politics, just saying. But we won't talk about it that long, unless if it's really
We,
interesting to us.
we could use that to our advantage to get some people fired up with politics. You know? It always gets people fired up. Yeah.
uh, this is like the type of, what is it, the type of talking that we would do, especially, what is it, through normal, through normal just video chatting.
Now that I have new Wi-Fi, it's actually decent quality.
I mean, yeah. Oh, maybe your Discord works better for you now. If you want to try that.
It does, yeah.
Maybe next podcast we can try your Discord, see if that works. I mean, we'll do a test run beforehand to make sure, but if Discord works good for you, then I mean, we could just, transition back and forth. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Like we can do Skype one podcast and then the other one on Discord, and then the next one could be Discord. Kind of like transition in and out.
Yeah.
And also,
I saw that.
uh,
Sorry.
no, you can go ahead and finish.
No, I was just saying, like, I was just kind of zoning out. I'm reading something for a second.
Anyways, so the podcast schedule that we have right now, I mean, it may change, but it's gonna be Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, possibly every week. Uh, but things could change, so it could end up being a different day. But we're thinking about getting the podcast at 9:40 at night, uh, Eastern time, my time. Um, for him, it's 9 right now, so
Yeah, it's 9.
but we're gonna try to get the podcast with it around that time.
Yeah. And, some nights we might be a little late, depending on the situation, but
Yeah.
it's how it goes.
It do be like that sometimes, but do. It be like that sometimes, but it do. I learned that from.
That's how it went tonight. We were gonna start at 8, and then I got home, ate dinner, and then I had presents that I hadn't opened.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you. I said
I know, but I don't think I said thank you. Or at least I don't think I said you're welcome.
yeah, you thank me for the gift you give me.
I meant to say, you know what I meant to say. I just had one word in my mind, and apparently it was thank you. And also, Amanda, since I believe you're still in the live stream, uh, He's gonna be getting me stuff, okay? So don't be jealous.
It's hiking. Well, I won't spoil it yet.
The reason, yeah, I mean, also, the reason why we're gonna do it at night is because I'm actually more active at night than I am in the day. So, I mean, the reason why I want to try to get this done earlier though is because this dude passes out very early.
Comes 12 o'clock, I just black out. Shit, you not.
He shits you not that he will black out legit anywhere.
If I'm walking down a set of stairs at 12, I'd fucking just die. I'd fall and break my leg. I wake up in the next morning and be like, what the fuck?
You don't even feel anything. You just black out and then just wake up and you're like, everything is just fine. But all you're wondering is, how did I get here?
I'm like, I wake up in the hospital like every few nights.
I'm pretty sure I went to sleep in my own bed.
Oh wait, that's right. I was walking down the stairs in my room.
It's basically like someone hitting you with a brick and you just pass out. You basically go into like a mini coma.
I have a condition. I just go into a coma, like a mini coma every night.
He just blacks out. He's unconscious the entire night.
You can't wake me up.
You could basically do a lot of silly things while he's asleep. You know, draw a penis on his face, don't matter.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go somewhere totally different with that, but
I know.
Oh my god, dude. I thought you were gonna say something so much different. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. I could have said something more weirder, but I'm not gonna say it.
With him in the night.
He could have had something up his butt during the night.
You could draw a dick on his face. You could put a dick in his ass too.
That's the one thing I wanted not to say. That's why I said I'd just put a penis on your head. I'm gonna super glue a dildo to your head. You wake up. You look like a rhinoceros or a unicorn.
We need to do that to Scripto. Like, Scripto's just gonna be the one we always draw dicks on him.
It'd be like a Ben Phillips prank. Scripto just wakes up with a dildo stuck to his forehead.
Alright, I guess Amanda's dog, Pickles, wants to be a guest on our show.
No. What, she texted you?
Yeah.
I don't know, can your dog speak? Can your dog speak English?
No, he's black, so he speaks
He's black.
Because we support Black Lives Matter, we're going to have this black man on our show. This black snaggletooth man.
He looks like a monkey on the face.
That was racist.
You're not gonna tell me that this was gonna go somewhere racist.
Dude, the other night, we all were like yelling at the dog when he said, "Dance, monkey, dance."
Yes, we will also end up saying racist stuff at the end of our podcast.
We don't really mean it. It's
It
just
just
fun.
comes out and it's funny to us. We don't mean it seriously, but if you guys can't take a joke, then seriously, you guys have no people humor.
I mean, people who can't take racism as a joke, I just can't let them. Like, people. It's funny sometimes, okay? Sometimes people go a little overboard with it,
Yeah.
but
I could say it progressed a lot worse ever since, ever since all that
ever
happened.
since Black Matter happened, it's just
No, I'm not
people take-
talking about that part.
oh,
Yeah, I'm talking about like way back. A lot. Like it has progressed zero.
yeah.
Legit, no one can forget about it. Like the whites legit gave back and still.
Well, and what? Yeah, like literally, like thousands of white men, hundreds of thousands of white men died to stop racism, and there were even black slave owners. That's the thing. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a privileged white man. Fuck you. You know, everybody's equal nowadays. All these liberals that say, "Oh, white privilege is a real thing." Well, usually
It's
people
truly
who
not.
say that are white, and usually people who say that are liberals, and people who are liberals are all about equality. Well, I've got some words for you, buddy. That is not equality. Saying that white people are privileged is not equality. That is just treating us like fucking people back in the 1800s treated black people.
You're basically treating your own kind.
You're basically just reversing racism, like literally.
But the government doesn't want to do anything to stop it.
Literally.
So, and also one of these times while we're doing a podcast, we could end up playing, Cards Against Humanity or something. I mean, once he gets a laptop. but that's why I said one of these times we could end up playing Cards Against Humanity, and I believe there's a question in it where it says, "Well, we'll end racism," and there's
Donald Trump.
no, there's a card where it says, being the president, and I mean that's not true because it doesn't end it at all. It just keeps going. But like I said, we still could end up playing Cards Against Humanity or a different type of game, Scribblio or something.
Yeah, when you get out here, I think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go straight to Target and buy a Cards Against Humanity.
We're just gonna record it or something.
Yeah. I gotta put my LEDs on. I keep forgetting about them. Like I haven't used them in 35 days now.
Yeah, for sure we can do a video about that. I don't.
No,
I haven't played Cards Against Humanity since the video.
Yeah, after that, it's 900 and some miles away.
I haven't played Cards Against Humanity ever since that one video.
Yeah, with Scripto and yeah, was Andrew in there?
Who?
Andrew wasn't in there, was he?
No, it wasn't Andrew. It was a different person who's not. He was. I mean, it was the time during AZAF, so this dude was in AZAF as well. So
that video was pretty funny though.
Yeah, ever since the grandma.
Scripto's dad walked in. Oh, God, dude.
You know I had to subtitle that.
Quit laughing like a little bitch. I'm trying to take a nap and you keep waking me up.
How many times have I told you to stop playing the game naked?
I forgot about that part, dude.
And I
We
believe,
tell him, like,
didn't we tell Scripto that?
we it's been a like off and on joke for several years.
I mean, I do miss the old days, especially with Black Ops 2, because a lot of people would play it. Were still playing it. You know, there weren't infections, and it was.
Dude, if Black Ops 2 was the way it was back in the day, still today, dude, it would be so much better today than it was when we were like little children, couldn't trash talk anybody.
Hmm.
Like, because that was like the best thing, like just getting in fights with people and like making them nervous and then killing them and like search and destroy and making the whole lobby like rage or laugh or like getting everybody fired up. That shit was fun, dude.
Yeah. And also, clips would still be usable today.
Wait, what?
Clips would also be
What?
usable.
Oh.
Was Amanda texting you?
Yeah. She said that Pickles is the leader of Black Lives Matter, and he can speak fluent, and your mom's gay.
Whose mom?
I don't know.
I think we're both getting to that point where we're both tired. I know I know damn well for sure while I'm in bed, I'm just gonna end up looking at the podcast.
Just like, when you like, do you ever do this when you post something? You like, every time somebody reads it, or no, every time somebody likes it, you just go back and read your fucking everything you like wrote, and like you look at the pictures again.
Yeah. The recent video that I did, the I'm a, I'm a girl's boyfriend. I was kind of actually skeptical about uploading it.
Well, at first I was like, because some fucking, I'm not gonna say it in the podcast, but all the shit that went down like right before that.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he didn't again. I thought you were serious.
Yeah, no. No, it was just Andrew and some girl on Modern Warfare talking. And apparently my gamer tag came up into the conversation.
Yeah, weird.
I mean, if I got some girl fantasizing about me, I mean, good luck. Good luck on ever trying to get with me. Because I don't care about that crap anymore. Yeah, this is where, in the podcast, where we just start ranting about things.
Yes. Dude, California. There's some weird ass shit out there. Like I told you about the McDonald's out there, and there was just some fucking lady cussing the person on the speaker out.
Yeah.
She couldn't pull the trailer through there.
There's some weird people in California. I know.
And then, oh yeah, so let me send you this video. I flipped these people off.
You flip people off, really.
Oh no, you'll understand why. Because, okay, so I don't know if they saw it, but like I flipped them off as we drove by.
I probably didn't see the entire thing.
No, I'm sending it to you on this right now.
I think I'm just gonna end the podcast now.
You're gonna end it?
Yeah. We've been
Alright.
going we've been going 1 hour and 50 minutes. I think that's long enough.
Oh shit.
Anyways, I hope you guys, for the people who actually came by, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I mean, I did, covering a lot of stuff that I was able to after 2 years. I mean, the TMK part wasn't really important then, but the series, the videos, and house engagements, or arrangements, not engagements, house arrangements. That's what I wanted to kind of cover this podcast, but also get some other things out there, just rant on things. But I mean, it'll kind of be like this. What?
When I'm in the mood for talking a lot, we could probably have this podcast going for 3 hours plus. But
just if he doesn't, end up blacking out during the podcast.
I've been staying up to 2 in the morning for the past 2 or 3 days, 4 days actually. But it feels good to finally do this podcast after however many years we've been trying.
So many attempts. Every time we try to do attempt, something stupid has to happen.
Well, the first time we tried, we did it for 2.5 hours, and then my audio wasn't in there.
Yeah, your audio was. No, it's because your audio was cutting in and out rapidly.
Probably because it's on Discord.
Yeah, we were trying to do it on Discord, but Discord hates you, so.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that's the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. I surely did, and I know Trenton did because we got a lot of stuff out. But be sure, and also next podcast it will kind of end up being like this. After our serious talk, we will end up going on rant about things and just talk about some weird things. Or maybe some serious political things, or just serious stuff in general.
We'll remember forget. We need them. We need to do just put some tweets out and ask them what they want to hear about, not our opinions on everything else. But yeah.
In one of these